Hello guys, so welcome to tonight's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, I'm gonna start with tonight's show. It was on Sky Sports, so him going to discuss what Arsenal need to do moving forward. So Baba Conte said we need to go on a winning run. On why we need to do that, because when you look at the next game, so we play on paper they look easy. So after we don't play the hardest games, we will take stats. Because if you watch the video, the way you take analyze and say for the Premier League history, think anybody don't get the type of tough stats we Arsenal gets for this particular season. So therefore, now we say that one don't pass and they still there first for table. Then the easy ones we can debate and blast everybody, go on a winning run. Now what Baba they explain? Because when you look at Sky Sports Football, they say Arsenal have had one of the hardest starts in Premier League history. They have to make it pay. For messing on the importance of Arsenal going on a winning run, they will give people a day like beside them, all those that arrive, and they will give them gap. And this is one time that we went on a winning run, although this run no help us win the league. But we went very, very close. I think this was maybe last 2 seasons or thereabouts. Where we say we knocked the last 18 games or thereabouts, we beat 16 teams back. We lost only one game and drew only Man City. Yet it was not enough to win us the league, which is crazy. Like, how do you do this? We did, and we not still win the league. For you to not say another person had a higher level. Another team they operate on a higher level will make us don't win the league. So it's just quite sad. So they don't take our lights yet. So look, I just say change lights. I'll be right back. All right, we'll continue like this, pending when they will change the lights for me. Now moving on. So when you can check within Fabrizio Romano will talk about Alisson. So the updates. Let me get off this lights. So the updates we have on Alisson is the fact that Alisson is going to miss Liverpool versus Manchester United game next weekend and will be out again. Get announces and slots, but I'm starting to give us these updates. Well, it is what it is. Yes. So because I was thinking maybe the guy will come back, maybe now why you that they do us gets, but because what's I hear from Konate, I hear say Konate will be available for the Manchester United game. Gets if Konate recovers and will be available for the Manchester United game. So I was thinking Alisson also will be the same thing, but surprisingly, Alisson go there out. Get so now their second choice goalkeeper, 9 go there at the helm of affairs. Then they go play Manchester United. And yes, I'm worrying the same go shock Liverpool. The lineup ain't go use blah. Maybe now all out attack. I mean all out defense. I never really know. So when time reach, we'll see what they get for us. Now, Fabrizio Romano currently let us know about Martin Zubimendi. So updates from what Arteta talk for today's press conference. Don't forget, Arteta did this press conference today. So Arteta confirmed says Zubimendi did okay. For all those who they fear, say maybe something don't do Zubimendi because they ask Arteta say how far, because we see the guy stand for the sidelines. We don't know what's wrong. So Arteta don't confirm say yes, Zubimendi did okay, not really do it because they just say they give him like a day rest. Based on say he was very, very busy with Arsenal Congo international level and is an integral member of the Spain squad. So they don't say the load done too much for him. So they decided to just give him a day's rest, according to Mikel Arteta, because I watched the press conference. So but now he's good to go. Yeah, so he will play for us. Now, away from that, when you see what people are saying about Ange Postecoglou and what the man himself thought. So the man comes up say, make them give him time for this Nottingham Forest Wendy. Give me time and it will end the same way. Me and the trophy. I am going to win a trophy here. However, we hear from the media, yes, according to the likes of Graham Bailey, say breaking Ange Postecoglou could be sacked if Nottingham Forest lose against Chelsea this weekend. So now what will they hear? That he might be sacked. How true this is, I don't really know. All right, so away from that also, so ESPN UK currently talks, say, can Arteta break Arsenal's cycle of finishing second and avoid the fate of Southgate's England? Because Southgate got a lot of second to get the first wahala. Yes. Baba enter final, no they win final. Yeah. So this time around, me honestly, I think yes, we can break this jinx and we fit do it this season. Because the players get the belief, say if we do it. The fans get the belief, say if we do it. The manager get the belief, say if we do it. So, like, who will stop us? Some people say CHUKS, the PGML, they will stop us, Baba. The PGML, they can only try. Do your own job, forget PGML, do your own job, create your chances, bury them. Before you go and look what PGML will do. Now, the way we make the reason now. So, let's see what happens at the end of the day for this season. Now, on Gyökeres, because Arteta when he talks, say, he tell Gyökeres, say, see, I want a striker where we say, if you play like 6, 7, 8 games, you don't score, you don't go change, you will still do what you do. You don't go to say maybe you can't be emotional, you can't say I never score. No. Continue being what you want to be, what you've been doing. I told him before the first meeting, I said the number 9 that I want is a number 9 that when he doesn't score for 6 or 8 games, he can handle that. If not, you have to go somewhere else. Arteta clearing out. Yeah, because they ask Arteta, say, how far this your guy will never really score here plenty games. What's the sub? So Arteta can't clear their doubts. Now, breaking news, Martin Odegaard is going to be out for weeks. Although Arteta will tell us how many weeks, but we know say the guy will be out for like maybe 6 weeks or thereabouts. Yeah, so he will be out for long. In fact, let me take you through the press conference transcripts we Arteta do. The transcript is on the Arsenal website. Don't be everything I want to take on a true because a long way, but at least some notable areas. And the one I don't talk about, I'll just skip up. Now, on Martin Odegaard's fitness, Arteta said it will be weeks. There's no definite date for his return, but he's evolving well. It's very unlucky what's happening with him and his injuries this season, but I think he'll be back in a few weeks. Now, on when Odegaard will return to action, Arteta say it could be after the international break, but we'll have to see how he progresses, how the knee is healing, how he manages after the next steps in his rehab. So it's too early to give an answer. Now, on why Martin Zubimendi didn't train yesterday, I think I've taken this particular story because I'd already told you what I think I've taken. Let's move forward. Now, on getting a win at Fulham for the first time since 2023-2024 season, because we dropped points 2023-2024, 2024-2025. Now we are in 2025-2026. So something has to give. Now, the last 2 times we visit here, we drop points. So Arteta say, for example, Newcastle, West Ham as well. In the last 2 seasons, we lost against them at home. So that's an opportunity tomorrow. We know it's really a tough place to go. They are a very well coached team. We are going to have to be at our best tomorrow. Now, on our defensive record, that's a platform to build performances and results. That's for sure. We want to consistently be able to defend at that level. In order to do that is how well we attack and how committed everybody is doing what we have to do. If we continue to do that, it's going to give us a big chance to get what we want. And that is absolutely true. Because if people find it difficult to score against you, no, there is no match you Arsenal go play, Arsenal no great chance. At least if we bury one of our chances, that's Saka is a man talking. Say as long as we don't concede, we believe we can score one and everything don't stew. Yes. So now that mindset we carry, and we can enter this because this is a derby. So we'll carry that mindset, enter here, and ensure we get a clean sheet and also get the maximum 3 points. Now, on the confidence our defensive record gives the full team, Arteta said, I think it tells about the organization of the team and the consistency that we are showing in many aspects. The more we do these things in a lot of parameters throughout the season and establish ourselves in those categories at the highest level. Now, moving on. So they're going to talk about Ben White's fitness. So Arteta said, yes, very similar. We are monitoring all the players and giving a specific menu to each of them to make sure that they are in their best condition. They ask about Hincapi, how far whether the guy don't come back to training. So he said, yes, he will be training again today, which means training yesterday. We'll be training again today with us. And if everything go well, say Hincapi go there available for selection. Now, on Hincapi potentially getting a chance to play regularly because it's not easy. There are 2 names in the pecking order of left backs ahead of him, in Calafiori and Miles Kelly. So Babakar Talk say, we really want that. He's a player who is going to help us a lot. He's going to bring something different to the team. We need to get him going, get him to the speed that is necessary to compete at this level and gradually to where we want him to be. On how Noni Madueke is going on, he's getting closer as well. He's going to start very soon to do some running and stuff. And then again, let's see how he reacts. They can't ask him about Kai Havertz when Kai will be available again. He said it's very difficult. There's still a lot to do in his rehab. He's really pushing it. We know Kai, and that's why we love him so much, but we have to wait and see. I think we are doing some really good work with him again. He wants to break every timeline, I'm sure, but that's why we have to protect him and make sure that when he comes back very, very strong. Get hit and hurt, gets you very, very good. Now, on waiting Victor Gyökeres they give our team, he brings so much. And watching the games back, I'm pleased with what he's giving to the team. I told him, so I've taken this story earlier, when Fabrizio Romano break out, which Arteta tell Gyökeres, so make I'm not going to repeat myself here. Now, on preparing for the game against Fulham, after not winning there in the past 2 visits, you always learn from that. It's true that in the end, they will have certain new players, the state of the teams, and where we are. It is different to last season as well. And then, the context of the game changes, especially last year. Immediately when we are in total control of the game, in one moment, we concede the goal, and then it's a different game to be played, but we learn from it. Obviously, we want to make it different, especially the results that we had in the last few years, and do our best to achieve it. Now, on the final slide that I have on if it is possible to stay at the top of the league until the end of the season, I think I can confirm, say yes, it is possible. But we have to continue to win a lot of our matches. I'm sure we will be there. In fact, when they asked that question, I was like, which kind of question is this one? Because obviously, if you win your own games, why you not go stay there? Whoever wins the league obviously has won more games than the opponents and lost fewer games than the opponents. No two ways about no juju, no why you for this one. That is just the way it is. Now, I watched Marco Silva press conference. Marco Silva is the coach of Fulham, where we go meet. So Marco Silva they cry, say then gets plenty injury problems. Now we Arsenal won't come play them. You get say many players, Chukwueze, Keritete, Robinson. They mention different names. So the interviewer called the out and say, but Arsenal tell me their own problems now. Get he mentioned Odegaard, he mentioned Kai Havertz, he mentioned some people who say Odegaard no dey, but they bought it. Havertz no dey, but they bought Gyökeres for 75 million. What you gonna say? Baba, they follow all our moves. They monitor us like monitoring spirits. They know all the moves, everything what they do. Get so without again video, now no getting video. In fact, even like not call up and play. We must win, injury or no injury. So there is no two ways about it. Now doing me at the same. Now talking about the injuries, the Daily Canon put out a report also. Fulham hits with injuries ahead of their Arsenal clash. Not just the Daily Canon, even the London Evening Standard. They come out with a feature story. Fulham face escalating injury crisis after new 6-man updates for the Arsenal clash. Now, when you read the report, they say Silva, who was already contending with the growing injury list before the international break, has confirmed that Antonio Robinson, Saka Lukic, Rodrigo Muniz will not be available, even Chukwueze. In fact, the statements that were ascribed to Marco Silva is this: the number of injuries, they are not good for us at the moment. And it is what it is. Silva said on Friday, which is today, it's not been the best in the last few weeks. And unfortunately, even before the international break, we are probably in a worse situation than ever. Being clear, Robinson is going to be out. Saka Lukic is going to be out. Rodrigo Muniz is going to be out. Chukwueze is probably going to be out. Kenny and Raul, they are doubts. Raul Jimenez, doubts. Like, they get many problems. Many problems. But it is what it is. Yeah, so even when we played them last time, Shebi Saka just come back from injury. We have us beat them 2-1, but that one for our own home. Yes. Most times, so they go there say West Ham, Newcastle, Fulham, they beat Arsenal, they draw Arsenal. If you check that match, you see say some key players no deep. If you check at night, you see say some of our key players missed those games. So on a normal level. Now I stumbled upon this video of Gabriel Magalhaes. When they talk about who be the person who sabi dance for Arsenal, you mentioned on the Madueke, the clients can say who be the most creative player for Arsenal. Baba talks in Odegaard. The questionnaire account say Odegaard did not make people happy. He can laugh because say, well, Odegaard can do that, but he can't do it against me because he knows what's coming. Again, I think sometimes I just laugh because my mind just go say, if Odegaard won't try, Odegaard will say, I go kick out, I go clear out. So Odegaard may be near inside if they want to disgrace people anyhow doing the disgrace them, but that's fine. Now, when you check the Arsenal website, you discover that Bukayo Saka and Max Doman received Premier League awards. Now, what in this award really they about? Yes. So for Bukayo Saka, they are congratulating him for the 200th game when played, because Bukayo Saka and Max Doman have received awards from the Premier League for their recent appearance milestones. Now, Bukayo Saka made his 200th appearance in the league in a 2-0 victory over West Ham, and now the FA say they need to reward them, saying don't try. Now, for Max Doman, at least he don't get in debut for the EPL. Yeah, so that's why they say they also reward him, because the 15-year-old came off the bench in our first home game of the season against Leeds United to become the second youngest player in the Premier League history. That's a very big milestone. Second youngest player in the history of the Premier League, behind Ethan Nwaneri, yes, to grace the Premier League. So that's why they give him a award. Say, yeah, thanks for coming. Yes, you're welcome to the EPL. Also, when you check the Arsenal website, you will discover these training photos ahead of the Fulham trip. Everybody will be somebody for Arsenal for the trip. Apart from those who like Odegaard, they can have us, but everybody did. Yes, the person even give me joy. Now when I see Piero, he copy the train, smile, they happy. Got the train. I say confirm. Our team not complete. Yes, say we never really enjoy when everybody would fit. Me Arteta Congress selection dilemma. It will still happen. Yes, so that copy alone. Where I sit for the training, maybe about the jog body will run up and down. He give me joy. You kill yourself, this smiles on everybody's faces. I say confirm. Yes, see Martinelli, see Simba, see Magalhaes. Yes, everybody. I'm gonna pray for Fulham, Ajay. Pray for Fulham. If the Fulham will take the eye see, that one don't go fit explain, Ajay, and the energy you had the carry go watch that match with that. Now, away from that. So Danny Murphy will be one of the former Liverpool players and a pundit, is a Liverpool fan. So ab initio, he talks that Liverpool will win the league. So now he can say one change in mind. Say one do U-turn, because waiting they see now, really they convinced Liverpool will win this league. Because Danny Murphy has explained why he no longer believes Liverpool will win the Premier League. That Arsenal has made a superb start to the season. Now, Danny Murphy said the progression at Arsenal has been exceptional, and they are getting really close to a title now. Even though it's taking a bit longer than what some fans would have wanted, there's been some frustration in the last few years as they've been so close, but have had nothing to show for it. The transformation is clear, though. You can see what Arteta is trying to do. They've got great structure and are very well organized. Arteta has been unlucky in that 2 seasons ago, they would have won the league in most years had it not been for Man City. Yes, Man City were a very, very big stumbling block. Now, I thought the recent criticism on Arteta was unfair. I admire his forthright, single-minded ambition. The issue that managers face at big clubs is that you are judged by trophies won, which is 100% true. If you look at the past trophies, if you look past the trophies, Arsenal have improved every season according to Danny Murphy. The levels they are playing at are at the highest we've seen for a long time. Don't say Baba no talk, Baba talk plenty. Don't say Arsenal and right now, yes. Because we talk about squad depth, so Arsenal get everything they need to actually succeed, and at the mindset with that. All right, let's bring the mix for one of our sponsors, Mobile Health Associates and Co-Limited, Sudan Construction Services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shore protection works. They're also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, you call them on +234 80 64 and they are located at number 7 Ekenwo Road, Obrazi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. If you're interested in any of their services, please reach out to them. And the biggest news of the night, I'm the fact for Messin, they talk say Arsenal need to go on a winning run. They sure say they get a large gap between them and Liverpool and Man City, and that winning run, it starts now, where we get on paper 4 easy games to win. And with that being said, I think it's a fine place for us to call the channel that come your way later tomorrow morning to give you the morning. So then, thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your night. Now, good night. Thanks. Ciao.